crazy story here. What's up guys, welcome back to another day at sea, and I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine and you're enjoying the videos which I'm putting up from the sea. So today we are reaching Ningbo, that's in China. We'll be going alongside at 1600 hours, and the chief officer, he's on watch right now, and I'll be taking over from him at 8 o'clock. And yeah, that's the East China Sea behind us, and we've covered more than 6,000 nautical miles to reach from the Gulf to China, and we have a ship over there which we are overtaking. So this time we have a storm on the starboard side, which is going from Taiwan up to Korea. So we had less fishing boats, and I'm really happy about that. So for fishing boats, it's really challenging for the storm because they're so small. They're like just 10 meters, 12 meters in length, and they just keep getting rocked around, and it's unbelievable. The wave height is itself 6-7 meters at times. For big ships it's still okay, but as I keep telling you, the force of nature is much greater than everything else. So I hope you guys enjoy the approach to Ningbo, and let's see if we capture something interesting this time. Enjoyed the time lapse of the river passage and how we entered the mouth of the river, and you see the color of the water has changed. It has become muddy. There are small islands all around. It's quite beautiful, and today I will not be going for station because I have to comply with my rest. Complying with the rest hours is very important because if you're working when you should be sleeping, it's an unsafe condition, and it can lead to accidents and incidents. So we don't want anything like that at sea. So that's why we take this really seriously, and I won't be going to the station today. I'll be resting so that once my cargo operation watch starts, I'm fresh and absolutely alert. So that's how things work at sea. So what happened was in China now it's mandatory to do the temperature check once the vessel comes alongside. So only then you're granted permission for the cargo operation and ship to stay over here. And then we have this hand sanitizers also over here, which is kept, and we're making a full PPE shield. Like here Benedicto, he's keeping hand sanitizer, face mask, face shield, and even gloves. So these are all the PPE we are being taken care of, and let's see how it goes over here. It's a bit scary because everything started from here. Last time I was here in February 2020, this year, just when the coronavirus started, and I was due to sign off, and it had already been 6 months of me being on this ship. So I was already crazy of, I had to go home. I was already super tired, and my mental capacity to take more was totally gone. So we were here in Ningbo, and I could see all this jetty, and my sign off was planned from here, but unfortunately the lockdown in China had already begun, and my god, I lost all my faith and everything in this, and it was quite a bad situation for me here. And then eventually I couldn't sign off, so eventually I managed to sign off from from Korea in Kaohsiung. That is due to a lot of work being done by the captain and company to arrange such a sign off, and if I couldn't sign off from there, I would be stuck here for the next 4-5 months like Romeo and all of them. When my watch was about to get over at 23:15, the sludge guy decided to show up, and they're making it fast now. I'll show you how the sludge barge looks, and it's already 23:30. It's dark. I don't know if the camera is able to record me, but that's the sludge barge we have. So we just made it alongside, and sludge is basically all the waste, the oil. It's like waste oil which you cannot use, so we have to discharge it on small barges and ashore. Right, that's the crane hook. It will go down and it will pick up the manifold, and you can see over here. And now we'll make fast to one of the connections over here, and then the second engineer, he starts pumping out all the sludge, and it will take about 4-5 hours. The connection. So it's the next morning, and you can see the amount of sweat I have, because in China it gets so hectic. We have like 10 cranes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if you can even see how far it is. 10 cranes loading, discharging at the same time, and believe me guys, China is hectic, and sometimes the port stays for 2-3 days, and as a third officer, second officer, you just get to sleep maybe 6 hours, not even 6 hours, 5 hours at a stretch. So you get tired, and the amount of heat we have right now is unbelievable. Plus to take into mind the safety and corona, because in China yeah, and all of that, it's quite crazy. And you can see there's a good cloud formation over there, looking so beautiful, and you've got small islands, and there are quite a lot of scattered islands over here, and it looks really amazing, guys. This side, I'll show you something interesting. You see this part of the jetty is protruding out from the mainland, so you can see these over there flowing over here, and then there's this dry patch. So so we get to know when the tide is changing, once the water level starts rising, and it's those what do you call those you know, those rocks over there. So we know the high tide is there, and right now it's low tide, so the water is just come down when it's empty. So you can see all the cargo has been discharged here, and you can see these lashing bridges, and then there's the cargo hold right over there. Sometimes these ports which are inside the river are so amazing, because you know, these small islands, and then these beautiful windmills as I showed you, and look at all the perfect, you know, surroundings. So amazing. You know, it's amazing how we are so lucky to see all of this, and I hope I am able to show you, you know, all the good parts, and you're enjoying all the ports I cover. So like this, I want you to go along with me on my journey, you know, so you two are a part. It's the third day today, and we have not had much of sleep, especially me and the second officer. So we are desperately waiting to, you know, go out of this port, and you see this cargo is still being loaded, and these white color containers are called reefer containers. Basically all the refrigerated cargo is carried in them, and we can load them in hold and on deck also. So you can see on deck over there's the reefer, and on the hold it's being loaded now. So 3 days of 6 on 6 off, and I can tell you we are really super tired, but that's how life is at sea. Loading on that bay is finished now, so the hatch cover, he'll just put it down, and then we have to put cleats on them. Hatch cleats are basically for the hatch covers not to move, so we have to close them once the hatch cover is done and all the operations finished. If the hatch cover support starts moving, so these hatch cleats, these prevent it to, you know, move and just move around. Anyway, the container weight is there, but still as I keep saying, nature's power is tremendous, and we just got some news that we'll be going into a storm soon. Not into a storm, but just on the outer edge of it to Shanghai. So we have to prepare everything for, you know, heavy weather. We have a few checklists which we have to follow, and yeah, we'll close all the hatch cleats now and check all the lashings. So that was one of the time lapse I made of the turnaround time in China. So you saw one ship was already outside in the harbor and the other ship just finished its cargo and just cast it off. So you see container shipping is really fast paced. So that's why like I said, bulk carriers are just still a bit slow, but surely one container is really not possible, guys. So do consider that, because a lot of people were asking me that. So that's the reply. And yeah, now I'll go and check the lashings, and then hopefully we'll depart the port in the next few hours. I've just prayed to God, I don't like ports at all. Finally we are going from this port after 3 days, and now I will prepare the bridge for the departure. And generally one duty officer who is on watch does the round on deck, and the other guy, that is me, who is off duty, he'll prepare the bridge provided the rest stars are in compliance. And yeah, after that I'll go for my station and then finish Ningbo. Let's go to Shanghai. So you can see the tug, they start pulling now, and there's other tug line, I don't know if you can see it, and that tug is there for assistance, and that's the tug in the aft which has the line again set up. And then they'll pull together, and we'll use our thrusters to go sideways, come out of the pier, and then have some room to swing around somewhere from over there, and then go back. So yeah, I hope you guys found some good information, some new information. And like I said, bridge has to be prepared, because all the things have to start up. The engine has to be blown through, and there are a lot of procedures which we have to see, because a lot of accidents have happened in the past where they didn't test it properly and the engine failed or the steering failed. So it is my responsibility as well as the engineer's responsibility to check the steering gear on the telegraphs and all of that. So that's about it, and I hope you guys found the video informative. If you did, don't forget to give it a like and share it and subscribe the channel. So I'll see you back in another video at another day at sea. Thank you guys.